Alright, next video. How Ishow Speed's career almost ended before it even began.
There are streamers, there are influencers,
Yep.
and then there's Speed.
I feel like Ishow Speed, like the way you said it, I love it. Ishow Speed is higher than an influencer, higher than anyone, anything. Oh, Kai Cenat higher. Ishow Speed made the world shake. Love the dude.
This isn't normal. This isn't some content creator moment. This is Michael Jackson fame. Screaming fans, security guards being overrun, people crying just from being near him. His name, Ishow Speed, has become bigger than the platform that birthed it. He's not just part of the culture. He is.
I feel like when he started saying, you know, how he's always like, Ronaldo is a GOAT! Messi sucks! I feel like at the start, he didn't really mean that. He was just, you know. But now he's in too deep. So now he has to like him.
The culture. But what if I told you none of this was guaranteed? What if I told you that all of it, the streaming career, the audience, the global phenomenon, almost never happened?
What y'all, man, just pray for me, dog. That's all I want y'all to do is just pray for me, man. Hopefully everything just goes right. But some people it's just over with, man.
Darren Jason Watkins Jr. was born on January 21st, 2005 in Cincinnati, Ohio. From the very beginning, life at home wasn't exactly picture perfect. His parents split up when he was still a kid, and it wasn't a quiet or easy separation. One account even claims that his father fought for custody and lost. That only made things harder. Darren was already growing up in a rough neighborhood, surrounded by distractions, tension, and the kind of pressure most kids never talk about.
I had a lot of fights, you know, I seen a lot of stuff.
That's how you got fast.
Yeah, but I'm kind of glad I grew up in a place where I didn't see it, because like, it's not a lot of stuff in Cincinnati.
School wasn't easy either. Darren was never the quiet kid sitting in the back of the class. He was loud, animated, and always looking for a laugh. The kind of kid who would crack a joke in the middle of a lecture just to break.
He did not have any type of glow up. I mean, he was like 6, then 8, and then that's what he looked like. No, 6, then maybe like 12, and then kept on looking the same thing. Maybe he got a different hairstyle, but kept on looking like the same.
The silence. He wasn't shy about being the center of attention. In fact, he thrived on it. To some, he was the class clown. To others, he was just entertaining. But either way, he stood out.
I was just a troll. I used to dance, like in the town.
Do a flex.
The shows. Yeah, these girls won.
They beat you?
Outside the classroom, Darren poured his energy into sports. He wasn't just active, he was talented. During his freshman year at Purcell Marion High School, he played both football and basketball, quickly gaining a reputation for his speed on the field. Fast enough, in fact, to earn the nickname that would later define him, Speed. He embraced it fully, and with the same bold confidence that fueled his streams later on. He once even claimed he was a 4- or 5-star football recruit.
I was, but like nobody knows, but I was like a 4-star, 5-star.
He could probably be.
I was a 4-star, 5-star.
Like,
whether or not.
Sorry. If he tried, he could probably be good enough to, like, you know, make some money off of sports.
That was true didn't really matter. What did matter was that Darren was fiercely competitive. He loved to win. He needed to win. And that hunger would follow him far beyond the field. Darren grew up playing video games every chance he got. From NBA 2K to Fortnite, gaming wasn't just a hobby. It was an escape. Like a lot of kids his age, he looked up to the biggest names on YouTube and Twitch. One of his early inspirations was Ninja, the Fortnite icon who made streaming look like a dream job. Darren saw that and thought, why not me?
Got somebody in the stream already?
Yo, that's crazy. Hold on. And I saw Speed, and I'm saying, why not me? Am I gonna be the next ninja in Ishow Speed? Subscribe!
Okay.
He later recalled going to his mom sometime around 6th grade and saying it out loud for the first time. Mom, I want to be a YouTuber. I want to be a streamer.
I just love I love games, and I love to like be myself. And like play games and just live a life, you know, just like that. And I told my mom at 12 years old, at 11 years old, I want to be a YouTuber, I want to be a streamer.
Despite all odds, Darren held on to that dream.
I didn't start at
While
11, I
most kids
started
his
at
age
10.
were just figuring out middle school, he was already planning his future online. In 2016, at just 11 years old, he created his first YouTube channel. A year later, in December 2017, he uploaded his very first video. It wasn't flashy, it wasn't viral, but it was the start. By the next year, he took a step further. He went live. One of his earliest live streams in 2018 was him playing Fortnite to a grand total of 1 or 2 viewers. But to Darren, that one viewer meant everything. It was proof someone was out there. Proof that this wasn't a waste of time. And then came 2020, the year that changed everything.
That's pretty much when my life changed. I sparked that first
2020?
stream up. I gained
like
2
he started doing
viewers,
YouTube
or
Shorts
was it
and
one?
got famous.
It was
No,
the
TikTok,
one
maybe,
or
I don't
2
know.
viewers, and that viewer made me keep going. And each day and more, week 2, I started averaging 4
See, that's
viewers.
unrealistic. It's not happening. You start streaming, you do it for a whole 10 weeks, then you get 2 viewers. Another whole 10 weeks. This guy popped off because of his clips.
Week 3, 8 viewers. Week 4, 20 viewers. So on and so
maybe I'm
on and
wrong.
so on. So
Darren made a decision that most 15-year-olds wouldn't even consider. As a high school sophomore, he chose to give streaming 100% of his effort.
I kind of gave up on school. I kind of
want
gave
to
up.
stream. I'm not old enough. Like the stream I did, I have to have my parent. That's the only sucky part. But I'm posting videos. I'm going to get famous off of YouTube. I'm trying to hit 100.
Everything
This
that
is
I
like very
that I had to my
inspirational for
old
me,
life and just
'cause
put
I like-
everything onto my stream.
wanna
I
get
streamed
famous.
every day. I didn't care about nothing.
I heard
YouTube
that
streaming.
Of course, a decision like that came with consequences. Darren's grades began to slip, and it didn't take long for his mother to notice. Imagine being a parent and watching your 15-year-old son abandon school to spend all his time streaming video games.
If I try spending all my time and my grades slip, my mom would probably take away this.
Most parents would panic, and his mom was
play
no different.
Valorant?
She was concerned,
I wanna get
frustrated,
Valorant.
and
I wanna
completely
get
against the
Valorant.
direction he was heading.
Get on
From her
top of it.
perspective, this wasn't a career, it was a distraction. Meanwhile, Darren's tiny channel was slowly
5 years later, son, I didn't mean it. I didn't mean it. Please. I can make some moves on the casino, man. Just give me half.
beginning to gain traction. And then, almost out of nowhere, a clip from one of his live streams ended up on World Star Hip Hop.
It was on Warstar. You remember Warstar, right? It didn't go viral. It had like maybe 30,000 viewers. So my dad showed my mom. Mom seen the video. She's like, "What are you doing? Blah, blah, blah. Why is everybody talking about you like online, blah, blah, blah?" Because it was like hate comments. So she kicked me out.
Kicked you out of where?
For context, at the time that clip hit World Star, Speed's channel was still small. He maybe had a couple thousand subscribers. Nothing
He's playing
crazy.
e-sport?
He was averaging around 20 live viewers per stream, grinding in obscurity, chasing a dream that hadn't paid off yet. But to his mom, that clip going semi-viral was less exciting and more alarming.
Seen the video, then he told my mother, then I had to quit YouTube. At the time, I had 5,000 subs too, and 100 viewers. I was like, man, I can't quit YouTube, bro. My mama didn't want me to do YouTube no more because she seen the video, and the video was just, oh my God, bro.
His mom confronted him. She was upset, confused, and embarrassed. What are you doing? Why is everybody talking about you online? To her, the World Star clip wasn't a breakthrough. It was a warning sign. People she didn't know were watching her son, commenting on him, judging him. That wasn't something she ever asked for, and it made her feel exposed. The incident was the last
That's not the reason why I turned off comments. The reason why I turned off comments is because I don't know how to turn them on. Am I dumb?
straw. She issued an ultimatum. Quit streaming
guy's
or
the
get
best.
out. You can't do
He's
this
a
in my
small
house.
content
Just like
creator,
that,
he's
Darren
better
was
than
forced to
me,
make an
but
impossible choice. Try to put yourself in his shoes.
I watched his very first video.
He's 14 or 15, finally finding something he's passionate about, something he's actually good at. And now
15,
his
he
own
started,
mother is
what,
demanding he
5
throw it all
years?
away.
Or like, you can't do this in my house. So I'm like, I'm out.
He moved
Yeah,
out at
I was like, I'm
15?
out.
Dude, I'm surprised he's not living on the streets. Maybe I'm.
You know,
maybe
like
I'm
I was already averaging
tweaking.
like 20 viewers. I had like 1,000 subs, 2,000 subs.
Right.
I'm already going. So I'm like,
Fortunately, Darren didn't back down. He didn't let the
How
pressure,
much
the
am I
arguments, or
averaging?
even being kicked out stop
look
him.
at that.
If he had, there would be
Wait,
no
so if you're
Ishow speed
averaging-
today, no record-breaking
My bad.
streams,
If you're
no
averaging
viral
20
chaos,
subs,
no global
20
fan base.
viewers, you
He made the
can
choice
go
to
to
keep
your own
chasing
house.
his dream, even when it meant walking away from the only home he knew. And people took notice. As his story began to spread, it will never make sense how any parent can put down their child like that. Poor Speed glad he has his dad who is supportive with what he does. I heard that his mom even kicked him out at the age of 14. That's why he had to live with his...
That's not true. I bet you Speed made it seem like that.
Dad. After being kicked out, Darren moved north to live with his dad in Detroit, Michigan. It was a drastic change. New city, new household, and most importantly, no strict mom watching over his shoulder. For the first time, he had real freedom. His dad didn't set limits on his streaming. He didn't tell him to keep the volume down or turn it off at a certain hour. He let Darren do his thing. And for someone like Speed, that meant everything.
Then I kept going. My dad didn't really care. My dad let me. Shout out to my dad. Shout out to my mom, too.
Now, he could go live whenever he wanted, say whatever he wanted, and chase the dream without interruption. But that freedom came at a cost. He was alone, isolated, far from his old friends, far from anything familiar. It was the beginning of a new chapter, one filled with opportunity, but also loneliness. Those were some of the darkest days of Darren's young life. Alone in a new city, far from his old world, the silence hit hard. But he didn't quit. He kept streaming, even when barely anyone was watching, and slowly it started to work. By early 2021, his channel was gaining a few hundred subscribers a week, and more importantly, he was building a small but loyal community that believed in him, even when few others did. But even as his channel began to grow, Darren's mother still wasn't happy. She didn't care about the rising numbers or
comments like, quit YouTube.
School. She was adamant that he finish his education and graduate, no matter what. Eventually, the pressure reached a breaking point. Speed had no choice. He had to move back home.
Then my mom was like, hell no. You know, she put a stop to it. She called my dad. Then I moved back in with my mom for my junior year.
Okay.
So I gained my credit for my sophomore year and my junior, because my mom, she was on it. She put me on online class. But anyways, I got into my online class. My mom locked me in because she wanted me to get my diploma. So she blocked me back in, but you know, I made my ways and I graduated.
Speed was now back in Cincinnati, living under his mother's roof.
Why is this guy so good at editing, dude? Subscribe to him.
Attending school again. He was streaming too, this time while balancing graduation requirements. But even as his success skyrocketed, things at home remained tense. He tried to make it work, going live right after dinner around 8 p.m., hoping to squeeze in a few good hours before curfew. Still, his mom often grew irritated. The deeper he dove into his content, the more resistance he faced. And as his subscriber count exploded, gaining nearly 100,000 subscribers per day and hitting milestones most creators only dream of, it didn't get easier. The moments that were supposed to be celebrations turned into confrontations. Under her roof, he had the numbers, the fans, and the momentum, but not the freedom to fully enjoy any of it.
Well, my mama's so tired. We're in the stream right now, y'all. Just sub up, y'all. I swear to God, chat. Hey, man, I love y'all boys, man. I love y'all boys, bro. You know what, bro? I'm not about to let a... You know what? 670K! 670K!
You already know his mom comes out the whip and like, yo, shut the up right now! I don't care if you get 2 million! Get to studying, asshole.
Alright, okay, alright.
I don't give a f.
Alright.
I'm gonna be on the recording. I'm embarrassing you.
You got me on the recording.
This is embarrassing. I'm not gonna lie. That was embarrassing. I don't even want to get high.
Oh, you pretended to shut it off.
That was embarrassing. But you know what, Chad? I'm sorry. Y'all. I gotta end this.
Imagine hitting a milestone that millions dream of, only to be met with silence. No hug, no excitement, not even a simple congratulations.
Y'all, I apologize we couldn't celebrate this special how we usually do, man. I really apologize from the bottom of my heart, man.
He's always sweating.
I just got done from turning out, man. I really wish we could just celebrate our special how we usually do, man.
And it only got worse. For a kid trying to help his family, being ignored in his biggest moments wasn't just painful, it was crushing.
Hey, Mom, come here. Hey, honey K.
I'm doing a recording. Congratulations.
Hey, honey K.
All right, congratulations.
What? Just a congratulations?
I gotta do my own job.
Big milestones like that are a dream for most people, but when her own son achieved it, she barely reacted. Sometimes it's hard for a parent to understand something they never saw as possible.
Like, you know, now, you made it. Congratulations. Please, let me write you the whole way.
You know what I'm saying? I'm some real shit. Like, I'm really, you know what? I'm tired of it. I can't get high. You know what, Chad?
She would even cut off his internet without warning.
Mom, get out! So now my mom wanna come off the internet now?
Dude,
My mom wanna come off the internet?
Yo! Why is it pink? I shouldn't be looking.
My mom wanna cut off the internet while I'm sitting here on YouTube doing what I love to do. You see how that sound?
So why you cut off the internet?
Quit cussing. You know why? I asked you to quit cussing, quit cussing. Quit cussing.
It came off as hypocritical. She'd yell at him for cussing while doing the exact same thing in front of him and millions watching. At the end of the day, kids learn from what they see, and the environment shapes them just as much as the rules do. Speed deserves better. He respects his mom so much, but does not get the support he deserves. He is the best streamer I know and has the biggest grind on YouTube at the moment. Keep your head up, bro. Don't stress yourself over this shit. W Speed. Imagine if Speed lived with his...
I thought you were family friendly, dude. You can't be saying that. I know, I wasn't really cursing. I was just like beeping out the bad words, but you got the audacity to curse.
Dad instead of his mom's. On Mother's Day, Speed picked up the phone and called her, just to say Happy Mother's Day and tell her he loved her.
Hello?
Yeah.
I just wanted to say Happy Mother's Day, Mom, and I love you so much.
That fact that his mom just hung up on him like that was so sad, though.
Guys, chill.
Will you chill?
Stop.
I mean it. No, you stop.
I'm not in the mood right now, Ma. I'm not in the mood. I'm not in the mood right now. I didn't cuss. I didn't cuss.
Okay, be quiet.
Okay. Ah, bro, what is you doing?
Quit cussing.
Dang, man.
I mean, that was kind of
No, I'm talking about the game. Be quiet. Be quiet. It's 8:23. It's 8:24 p.m. This is the reason. Chat, if y'all wanted to start my streams early, it's because of her. Cause she got a rule of saying be quiet. Everybody need to be quiet at 11 o'clock p.m. So basically, nobody can make noise at 11 o'clock p.m. What? No, 30. Yeah. It's summertime. No.
Real, ma. Oh, mama don't love me. My motherfucking mama, ma.
Until he finally decided to move.
I've been living with my mother, you know what I'm saying, for a very long time. So chat, I will be officially, for the first time in my life, I'll be moving out of my mother, and I'll be living on my own. For the first time in my life.
After years of streaming out of a cramped room under his mother's rules, Speed finally had freedom. No curfews, no interruptions. He could be as loud, wild, and unapologetically himself as he wanted, but truthfully, his channel had already taken off before that. In April 2021, he had just 100,000 subscribers. 2 months later, he'd passed 1 million. The momentum was unreal. Even before moving out, he had built a fan base in the millions.
What am I doing wrong?
But one of the biggest turning points in his journey, it came from a moment no one saw coming. A simple £1.79 donation from a kid named Bradley.
Bradley donated £1.79 through Super Chat. What soccer football team do you support?
Cristiano Ronaldo, Suey. Simple as that, bro.
That tiny £1.79 donation came with a simple question, and it changed everything. It pulled Speed into an entirely new world outside of America. Think about
Someone asked me what's my favorite soccer player? Mohamed Salah. Mohamed no Salah. Salad.
the difference in audience size between the Super Bowl and the FIFA World Cup. That's the scale we're talking about. Just by being a fanboy of Cristiano Ronaldo, Speed opened the floodgates to a massive global audience that loved his reactions, his chaos, his authenticity.
He sucks at soccer.
Oh, wait!
His soccer streams, wild celebrations, and off-the-wall energy weren't just living on YouTube. They were flooding TikTok, Twitter, Instagram. Suddenly, Speed wasn't just a YouTuber. He was viral, everywhere. Celebrities were noticing, fans were multiplying. And then, he met Ronaldo himself. It didn't stop there. He dropped music, performed live, released the World Cup song that charted better than most full-time artists. He went on tour, visited multiple countries, and broke records, like pulling over 1 million live viewers in Indonesia. With over 40 million YouTube subscribers today, there's no question, Speed has become a global celebrity. And the wildest part, he never forgot where it started. The kid who got kicked out at 14 still talks about his mom with love.
Probably just buy my mom a house. It's probably like I was never like a guy like, oh, I wanted to. I really love my mom. You know, she even now to this day, she still supports me. She still does her little mom talks. You know, I love the mom talks.
Right.
You know, of her yapping.
And no matter how rocky the road was, we can't deny one thing. His mother ended up proud of the boy she once doubted.
Man, oh man.
streamer of the year. That's a crazy one. But look, I want to thank a lot of people. I want to thank my management team. I want to thank my team, my cameraman, my mom, my dad, everybody, you know, and it's more to come, you know. So, but I love y'all boys.
Great freaking video. Make sure to like, subscribe, do all the crazy fun stuff. I love you boys. We're gonna be doing a lot of editing, so please drop a like and a subscribe button. It will really appreciate me, and maybe one day I will be famous just like Ishow Speed. Thank you so much, and see you in the next one.